Hey guys, what's going on? This is Zan from Playbook.gg. In today's video, we're going to do something that is a little bit longer than what you've ever been used to here on our Playbook.gg YouTube channel. This is something that I'm not going to do very often here on the channel, but I wanted to make sure that I gave you guys a little bit of a sneak peek as to what you would expect in a full-fledged game plan on Playbook.gg. I'm sure you guys are used to a lot of the one-off tips that we do here on the channel, and today's one is going to be a very special one for me because I feel like this is a tip that is pound for pound arguably the single best bunch passing play in the game. However, because this formation does lack a great run call in this particular playbook, this is more suited for our YouTube audience, even though this play, in my opinion, has endless possibilities. This could beat pretty much any coverage shell for a one-play touchdown. This is a great play that you can pick up blitzes. You could quick pass. You could beat man-to-man. It does a little bit of everything for you. So I'm going to do quite a little bit of a seminar right here. I'm going to make sure that I put the timestamps of where you can find where I talk about various topics in the description, because I understand that this is going to be a longer video. I wanted to give you guys a little bit of a peek behind the curtain as to what goes into a game plan. Normally this video on the website would be broken down into 4 or 5 videos that were a little bit shorter that taught concepts against specific coverages. But we're going to try this here on the YouTube channel today, guys. And again, this is what you can expect with everything on the website. This is going to be, again, all of our game plans are broken down like this. We've got 6 game plans already on the website. We've got more on the way. We've got a MUT coin making tip game plan on the website as well for those that want to make millions of coins without having to touch head-to-head or weekend league. And we've got regular content coming. We've already dropped 6 game plans in 4 weeks. We're going to be dropping more and more as time goes on. You guys can expect consistency from us. We upload every day here on the YouTube channel. And I just kind of wanted to give you guys a little bit of a peek behind the curtain. So let's go ahead and get into it. Okay guys, so welcome back. Now, first we're going to kick off this video by saying that you guys, if you know me and followed me over the last couple of years, you guys know I have never been a proficient runner of the bunch offense. It's for a number of reasons. I've always been a player that kind of likes to do my own thing. I'm a player that obviously I want to play anti-meta because if I run something that's popular, people are going to have the common adjustments for players that also run it at a high level. And I personally have never been the best out of a shotgun compression-based offense. I love under center compression. I love under center spread. I like 2 back sets. So if I'm in the gun bunch, it means something. And the play that we're going to break down here is only found in one playbook, and it is the post corner read found in the Detroit Lions offensive playbook. Now, as you can see here from a stock standpoint, this is a dream play. You've got the ability for one-play touchdowns. You've got the ability to throw routes to the sidelines without making any adjustments that are going to be open over the top of a cloud flap but still break underneath deep zones. You've got the ability to throw quick passes to the running back. You've got the ability to throw low balls to your tight end on that hitch over the middle. If you put elite route runners on the C routes, you can torch me in coverage. This play is a dream to work with. And we're not even talking about adding in route apprentices or hot route masters if you guys like Brady or any of those types of things on this play. This play is just from a stock standpoint, the best play, in my opinion, in Madden 20 out of the bunch formation. Now, there's gonna be a lot of people in the comments that are gonna say, Zan, you're nuts. Mesh post out of the West Coast is the best. I could get down with that. I totally can. But the fact that this play in this Detroit Lions playbook, which is a very, very good playbook this year that not a lot of players are talking about. I don't know why this has been so quiet. I don't know if it's a thing where a lot of competitive players are keeping it a secret. I don't know what it is. But when I looked at this and I saw this weeks ago, I thought, wow, I'm going to find my way towards the Detroit Lions playbook. And I thought that the time would be apropos heading into the Madden Classic to kind of show you this play, because I got a feeling people are probably going to pull this play out in Arlington in a couple weeks at that tournament. So let's go ahead and start this off. We're going to go ahead and break this down first against the cover 3 defense. So let's first go ahead and break this down against your cover 3 style defenses. The 2 most popular cover 3s you're going to see are going to be the cover 3 sky press and the cover 3 cloud show 2 out of the dollar. We'll go ahead and break both of those down here. So the first thing you're going to see is that with minimal adjustments, what we're going to see is that the post route to Odell Beckham, which is going to be a route that we could throw for a one-play touchdown as well, and I'll show that in this video, will also serve as a pull route if you really want to focus on your C route. So it won't matter how they shade their coverage, curl flats, cloud flats, the C route is going to beat both of them. So first, your attention needs to be to the right side of the field. I want you to watch the outside corner in a cover 3. He's going to drop over the top of the depth of Odell Beckham, allowing the C route, when it breaks to the sideline, to break open into that void. We throw a little down and outside pass lead, toe tap, and get out of bounds for a first down. Very easy throw that you can make from a stock standpoint. Now, the other thing you're going to notice is that players will start to try cloud flats. If the purple zones don't work, they're going to start to go to those cloud flats. So again, we'll go ahead and show you this here. Again, I just want to show you the route progression. You're going to see right here that the C route is going to break into that same area. We're going to be able to throw that down and outside. It's the exact same throw. Cloud flats will not do anything because that route breaks over the top of a cloud flat. So obviously hard flats on this play as well. Let's go ahead and show you one more example though. Not only is this post a pull route for the C route on the side of the field to the wide side, but it also serves as a pull route. You're going to see that at some point this player in this outside third has to respect the deepness of this route, and he'll drop off of the C route over here. So you're going to see that you're going to be able to make this throw. As soon as you see this guy over the top of this turn right there, you could go ahead and throw that ball on the sideline. So we'll try to illustrate that throw. This is a much tighter throw, especially against cloud flat coverage underneath. So we'll go ahead and show you the cover 3 sky press again, shaded into cloud flat coverage. It also goes without saying that you have a table route on this play. So throw the table route out of the backfield. I mean, I could just really easily, boom, pop this little table route, you know, try a little arm bar animation, pick up your 7-8 yards on that. So if they're playing cloud flats on the short side of the field, take your table route. That's basically the basis of gun bunch. You know, if they play table routes to the short side of the field, if they play cloud flats, you're going to throw that table route every single time. But we'll go ahead and try to show you the timing here on this C route to the short side of the field. So again, this is stock. We're not even doing anything with this play. So again, you're going to wait for that outside third to drop back further, and then you can kind of throw that ball on the sideline and make a little possession catch. I threw a low ball right there just to be certain that I kept it in bounds. But you see that that's something that you could definitely do there. We'll go ahead and illustrate that again for you. So cloud flat coverage. And what you're going to see is that he'll drop to play the C route initially, and then further in the progression, you're going to be able to throw that low ball. So wait on it, wait on it, wait on it, wait on it. Now throw that low ball, make that possession on the sideline on this play. Yes, pass rush is important. We're sending everybody out right here. So if they have an edge threat or, you know, any of those types of pass rushers, we're going to have to play accordingly with this. Now, we are going to have one play touchdown setups that will have max protection in this play as well. So just kind of want to make sure that you guys were aware of that. Now, the other coverage that you're going to see a lot of is going to be the cover 3 cloud show 2. And the way that people like to run cover 3 cloud show 2 is they will actually put the safety that is over the top of the bunch as the outside third. So they play the cloud flat to the bunch side of the field. Now, again, what you're going to see with this play is from a stock standpoint, you're going to be able to make this throw to the wide side of the field. So we'll go ahead and illustrate that for you. So again, here we're waiting on that C route. It's going to break out over the top of the cloud flat. We throw this ball down and outside, make that catch for a huge gain. Now, again, I'm containing the rush right here, guys. Again, if your opponent's blitzing you, they're getting pressure, of course, I'm aware of that. I'm just showing you the route progression right here. So focus on the 7-on-7 of it, and then we'll get into how this play really, you can make sure to mix it up and pick up pressures and things like that. So so that's your cover 3 cloud show 2. Again, we'll go ahead and run it again like this. And again, what you're doing here on the short side of the field is, again, if they play the cloud flats with that slot corner dropping deep, throw the table route, arm bar somebody, get out and, you know, pick up your 7-8 yards. But if you're really getting time on this, you're going to be able to throw this C route. So we actually got pressured right there. But you see that we're going to throw that, we're actually going to be able to throw that route to the C route as it turns around on the sideline later in the progression. So we'll go ahead and flip this play again here. So we're playing cloud flat coverage here. A lot of players are probably not going to play cloud flat to that slot defender, but I just thought I'd show you in the event that they're actually trying to guard the C route to Landry, we're still going to be able to throw that. So again, here we're waiting on it, waiting on it, waiting on it, waiting on it. You can throw that low ball, just make that catch. That was a terrible throw right there by Baker. Honestly, don't even really need the low ball, all things considered. You're going to be able to make that throw into that area. So again, you're going to kind of see right here, just wait on it, wait on it, wait on it. Throw that low ball, or not even a low ball, just throw the ball against the cover 3 cloud on that sideline. you're going to be able to make that throw very, very easily. That's the difference between a outside player in a cloud flat versus a inside player, a slot corner in the cloud flat. So I'll try to illustrate that again to you. So you see right here, this play that the slot defender on the left side is in the cloud flat. He is not going to play the C route. So you can actually know that that's just going to be a throw that you're going to make to the sideline as soon as he cuts. So you see that that's the slot defender playing that play. Just go ahead and throw this ball to the sideline, make that catch. Very, very easy. Now, if it's something where they're playing the outside guy in the cloud flat, so if they were to play it this way, for instance, he's going to play a little bit different on this play. So I'll try to illustrate that to you. So it's going to be a harder window to make this throw. You see how he's just already out there? Again, that's where you have to step up by your time and then make that throw a little bit later. You're going to see that window much more easy from the slot than the outside player. So next thing we're going to talk about is how to bomb cover 3. Bombing cover 3 is nice. We're just showing you the stock standpoint here. Bombing cover 3 with this play is very, very easy. All you really need to do with this play, in my opinion, is max protect, streak the B receiver, and you could try the C route if you want. If the C route doesn't get the corner to bite down hard enough for you, there's a number of hot routes you can use. Comeback routes, you can use a smart out route. But you can see here with this play, what you should see is that the outside third bites down. And you see there, we're trying to throw that ball all the way over the top. You see right there, we lead Beckham on the post and we score the one-play score. But that player did recover just a hair. So you're a little bit worried, right? Like a great corner might be able to kind of recover on this play. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to kind of show this to you again using a different route combination. So this time we're going to max protect. We're going to streak the B receiver and we're going to put the outside receiver just on a smart out. For two reasons. One, it's a 10-yard route. It's going to get matched, or at least it's going to cause the outside third to flinch sooner. And then you should have a slightly wider window to throw this ball to Beckham. So you're going to see right here, he bites. You see how that's an easier throw right there. The out route is a much easier throw. But the thing is that the out route does not get as open, in my opinion, against the cloud flats as the C route does on that play. So you're going to have to be aware of what you got from a QB talent standpoint, receivers on this route, and obviously who's playing the outside third on the short side of the field. That's very, very, very important. So let's go ahead and move on to cover 2. Okay, so when it comes to cover 2, what we're going to go ahead and do here is we're going to show you that with this play in particular, if you streak the tight end, that's going to really get him open because mid-read zones on this play are in love with the post route to Odell Beckham. And it's also worth saying that we've already shown that on the wide side of the field, the cloud flat will not defend the C route to number 81. So you're going to kind of notice with this play that if you just wait on it, you can kind of throw that ball on the sideline. Like that was a little bit of a squirrely throw, but we still were able to get 2 feet in. And the reason for this working is that the safety cannot play the C route. He has to respect a vertical threat to Odell and also a vertical threat to the tight end down the middle of the field. So you see that the tight end gets that player to turn and run, and that's going to be really, really important. So what I like to do against cover 2 is my goal with this play is to get that post route open, knowing that my opponent is going to probably play that mid-read zone, which could match him, or they can play the deep zone. If they play the deep zone, we're going to be in better shape. I'm going to go ahead and show that to you. So what I'll do from time to time is I will actually block the running back, leave the C route, and motion in Landry on a streak. What this is effectively going to do is it's going to allow the tight end and the X receiver to run vertically and pull those safeties. That way, if Odell gets matched man-to-man, you have the ability to try to throw the post as it gets separation across the field. So we'll try to illustrate that for you here in this example against cover 2. And you're going to see exactly what I mean here. So you're going to see Odell, he's going to break to this post route. You'll see that you now have a lot more room to make that throw because you're using the X receiver as the pull route. That's so important to talk about because if you play this where the X receiver is not on the pull route, here I'll run the exact same route combination, and you just use that C route, for instance, it's not going to pull the deep zone far enough back that I can actually throw that ball to Odell. So you're going to see right here, you see that C route isn't turning, the C route isn't getting that safety to turn and run downfield. We actually took a coverage sack there, but kind of proves the point on this play. Now, what I like to do here again is you have a number of options against the cover 2. You're going to have that post route, which is really going to break to that short side of the field. You could streak in Njoku, and then you could put Higgins on a fade and motion that fade out as well. So you'll kind of see what I'm talking about here. This is going to help it open up Njoku down the middle because that mid-read zone is going to match. That gives us this throw inside pass lead all the way down the middle of the field to Njoku. And you see that we're able to really beat the cover two deep with this. The point of this play is that the mid-read zone found in a cover two is going to play the post route every single time. So as long as you know that, you're going to be able to attack. Now, what a lot of other players will do is they'll put this player into a deep middle third in their cover two, thinking that that will be a better option against this. Now, when they do that, I want to kind of show exactly what I'm talking about. So Njoku is going to get out and lead the pack, and then that's really going to actually open up Beckham's route here. So you're going to see exactly what I mean. Now watch how Beckham is now just going to break. You see that he's really open on this play because he's not getting matched. Now the issue right there is you saw that safety. We talked about that safety. He could come in and make impact plays on this. So you have to be aware of what they're doing within their cover two if they are in a cover two shell. Because if they play the mid read, you're going to do one thing. If they play the deep middle third instead of the mid read, you're going to be able to throw the route to Odell over the middle. So we'll go ahead and break that down again. Truth be told, you don't even really need Njoku on the pull route on this play if they're playing a middle third. I'll kind of illustrate that to you. You're going to be able to throw this ball to Odell. He's going to break, boom, right there. Just throw the ball and aggressive catch it right in the middle of the field. You see right there, if they're playing the deep middle third, there's no shot that they're going to be able to stop that post route. We'll go ahead and illustrate that again here. They're still in cover two. Let's go ahead and take our mid-read defender, put him in a deep middle third. Now, in this example, they have the 3-rec hook. That's a little bit more rare. We'll see how that impacts his play. I don't anticipate that it will. So all I'm going to do is just block my running back. You truthfully don't have to if you're facing stock cover two. But again, you see right here, 3-rec is actually going to play the hitch. And then when I'm able to throw that ball, we actually took a hit right as we did that right there. But you're able to throw that ball to that post route. So again, it just simply comes down to knowing whether or not this player is mid-read or if he's playing the middle third. The middle third, the post route's open. The mid-read, the tight end's going to be open. So again, we'll go ahead and show this to you here. Cover two. You're just going to wait on Odell, then throw this little low ball, aggressive catch it, and you've got yourself a gain of about 20. So that's going to be how you really attack cover two on this play. Now again, just got to keep reminding you guys that if they're playing cover two, that C route will always be open unless they individually man it up. So you can kind of see here against cover two, I'm going to go ahead and go to that C route. Wait on it, wait on it, wait on it, throw the bullet pass. Toe tap, gain of about 25 or 30 yards. So they have to man that up. That's going to be such a backbreaker for them. They absolutely have to man that up at all times. Now, we're going to go ahead and move on to man coverage. So let's go ahead and go back to the play call menu. Now that we're breaking down man coverage, I just want to take a quick second and kind of explain why the longer form video today. I know by the time I edit this up, this is going to be 15 to 20 minutes. But what I wanted to do is kind of do a video that encapsulates what we bring to you on playbook.gg. For $9.95, you'll get access to every game plan on the website. That right now, that's 6 game plans plus a MUT coin generating game plan, which is going to show you how to be no money spent and make millions of coins a week if you can dedicate the time to learn how to search the auction house, how to filter your content. And there's more content on the way. We're going to have D-Croft coming on, VY Electrify. We still got Bugs' content coming on the way. And of course, we're going to be updating, myself and Ant Cap will be updating our projects. There's going to be more defense on the way in the near future. You get all of it for $9.95. That's going to be, you know, other sites, they make you pay a membership and then they're going to make you have to pay 50% of the cost for the ebook on top of that. And then there's other sites that just charge, you know, 25 bucks. There's other sites that charge 15 bucks and you still have to buy ebooks. We give you everything for $9.95 on top of uploading every single day here on YouTube, absolutely free. And I would argue that many of our YouTube tips that we give away for free on here are, again, free. And they're going to be better content that you're going to find, you know, in a lot of the membership areas that you're going to see on other websites. A lot of sites have lab vaults and things like that they teach one-off tips. They're making you pay for those things. We're going to give you the one-off tips for free. And as we get into the Cover One Robert Press here, I kind of wanted to talk to you about that. I would say that the YouTube crowd really lucked out here today with this particular video, because this is, I think, the best pass play in the gun bunch. We're basically showing this from a stock standpoint. I would get a lot more creative with it in a game plan. But the reason I decided to do this is because the only run play in this formation is a lowly counter. That's the worst run possible for bunch because it's so slow. It's very slow developing. If they had a draw or a base, the Detroit Lions would have probably been my opening of the year game plan, because I knew that this play was in the game. I just hadn't gotten to it right away. And I remembered as I go through it that, oh yeah, they don't have any run plays in this bunch. That's the reason why. However, this playbook is still really good. Bunch tight end, bunch open tight end, double stack. They've got a lot of 3 receivers, some empty formations you can run single back, some of the new stuff. It's a very, very good playbook, but you're not going to have a running game to fall back on in the bunch, which is going to, in my opinion, make people more aware of what you're in, and they're going to play all out coverage and not really worry about you running the ball. However, this play still is, I contend, pound for pound, the best pass play in bunch. Now, when it comes to man coverage, let's go ahead and focus on what everyone runs. That is definitely your cover 1 robber press. They're going to play something that looks like this. They might play something that looks more like this, for instance. They might leave the running back man up and then play double purples and lurk this guy. There's a lot of ways that people run this, but what I'm going to go ahead and show you here is that they're playing cover 1. They better be aware of this post route because it will be a one-play score. So we'll go ahead and show that to you here. This is with the double purples on the field. And again, you're just going to wait on that post route. Wait on it, wait on it, wait on it. Throw that ball up, rat catch it. If you run away and get separation, that could be a turn the corner and score, the one-play score. This is going to be something that they have to guard. Now, if they're playing center fielder in cover 3 and they have to guard that particular route, what's going to end up happening? So, for instance, let's say that they're playing this guy right here. If they're playing that guy, that means that, you know, they're essentially, if you can get anyone over the top down the sideline, that's going to be where you're going to win. Now, C routes, unfortunately, this year, they're much better beating zone than they are man. I really don't think that C routes this year in particular are the best, particularly this B C route. I don't really like it. It doesn't get the separation against man that I want. You see right there, it kind of gets stuck to like glue. Putting deeper route running at that spot actually doesn't do much for you either. So what I would honestly do with this is I would probably go with some more generic routes, like deep out routes. You know, you could still leave the C route to the X route. I would say that you would still need decent route running. Something you could also do if they're playing press is motion this guy inside, give him that free release. That way you can kind of throw that ball on the cut to the outside. You see right there, he actually cheated on it. But you see right there, we can still throw that post all the way over the top. That's the thing about cover 1 is they have to play that post route. If they don't play the post route, it's going to be very, very difficult. So that effectively is going to allow you to try to work, you know, fade routes. So for instance, if they really actually want to play press, and some people will, if you could get somebody off that press, maybe Callaway on a fade or something, is going to allow you to have the post route, and then they really have to pay attention to the fade down the outside. So they either have to use their Beckham or they're going to have to go to 2-man under. Because if you're able to get that off that press animation right there and throw that ball, you know, all the way to the outside, right there, we just barely fit that in, but you probably have a faster receiver than Callaway if you're playing Ultimate Team. You're going to see where that puts that center fielder in conflict. He can't play both those routes at the same time. And it'll give him a lot of trouble. Now, the other thing I want to do here is I want to show you that the X route on this play is a slightly different C route than the B one. So I'm going to put Odell at that spot. Again, what you need is what Ant Cap calls the lightning bolt on your route for a deep anything to get great separation against man. And even then, you might not see the separation that you're truly looking for. So we put Odell out there on that C route, and I want you to compare. See how has that little lightning bolt jig in his route? That's going to help his route running. But even still, you might notice that he doesn't really get the separation you're looking for. So you see right there, because of that, the way that route works against press, he doesn't even get the separation. Now, if they are playing press, we already showed you, go ahead and motion Odell in. That's going to back that guy off. They'll have to repress in that spot to make this work. Now with the free release, I'm going to guess you're going to see better separation. In fact, yeah, you definitely do. So you see right there that C route is much better. It actually breaks deeper down the field than the other C route. So you compare this without the jig. You see how the C route to Callaway breaks at 10 yards versus the one to Odell breaks at 15 yards. That's all the difference in the world here on this play. So what you could actually do is work this C route. If you have a good route runner on the solo receiver side, he's going to get open. You saw right there that he did. Right there, a little bit tighter in traffic. Man coverage is very finicky this year. Corner routes, it'll sometimes give up separation, sometimes it won't. So my recommendation is just make sure that you have your best possible receiver on that post route. That's where you're really going to succeed on this play. Now, another thing that you can do with this play against man coverage, again, I think it's better against zone, but another thing you can do against man coverage is, we'll go ahead and call some 2-man under right here. What I would do is you could throw this low ball. The low ball to the tight end is kind of just a little check down option for you. Just go ahead and let him post up. and then throw that low ball. You see right there, that serves as a little 6, 7 yard, 5 yard throw. It could just keep you on schedule. Again, with no run play in this formation, you have to have a decent quick passing game. If you don't have a good quick passing game, it's going to be very difficult to run this formation out of the Detroit Lions playbook. So again, like, if you know that they're playing man coverage on you, you're going to have to work some of those underneath options. You already know that that B route is not the best against man coverage. So go ahead and try, smart out route. Just throw that ball on the cut. So you see right here, pop that throw to the outside. Callaway makes that catch. You're going to have to make adjustments against man coverage. You can't just run this play stock. However, you do have routes that are still very, very effective at beating man coverage. Another one, for instance, might be the comeback route. You see Odell Beckham on a comeback route is going to be awesome against man coverage. You just let him get to the peak of the route. You can throw that back right there. Actually, deep route running actually hurts you on a comeback, as we found. You see, if we were to compare that to Callaway on a comeback over here, he doesn't have the lightning bolt on his route. So you compare the lightning bolt on Odell, there's a situation where the lightning bolt helps you on a corner route, but it actually hurts you on a comeback route. Whereas Callaway is not going to cut as quick back to the line. You know where he's getting to the peak of his route. Bad throw right there, but he's going to end up able to turn and catch that ball for a gain of about 10, as opposed to Odell only catching it for a gain of about 6. So we'll try this again here. Let him run the route, gets to the top. We actually took a sack right there, but you see how the B route gets separation as it turns around towards the quarterback. So you're going to want to mix in these different types of routes. Other routes that are good against man coverage are zigs, for instance. So you see right here, we run a zig. Bad route running there, but Callaway is definitely not their best route runner. If you have Jarvis Landry or somebody on that zig route, you're going to notice that it gets separation as well. So let's show you, for example, this one. Here's Jarvis on a zig. There's the B receiver over the top. You see that the B receiver doesn't get any separation. And actually, cover one robber press is so good because a lot of players do love this. It's when they start to shade inside on this that you'll notice that the zig routes and things like that start to get open. What you're going to have to do against man coverage is just make sure you're doing your best to mix up what you're doing. If you do that, you're going to see that you're going to be much better off. But again, this play and many plays in Madden really do get bagged by man coverage. And I just kind of want to show that, while this play does flood zones, you're going to have to get creative. I think that the deep out route is one of my favorites against cover one robber press. Now, of course, if they're playing those deep or those purple zones to the outside, that's going to take away that throw. That's why a lot of people love those curl flats, because, if I want to go ahead and throw that, you see that, it does a better job at bracketing that. At least there's people in the area where it makes the throw different. You saw right there that the man coverage kind of reacted a little bit different when they had purple help underneath as well. We showed you that when they didn't have a purple, that deep out route actually got open. So we'll kind of show you right here. You just kind of throw that. And you don't want to pass lead. You see right there, I throw a bullet lead. It causes that player to react. If you just throw a regular bullet, don't even try to pass lead it. Boom, you throw it right there. You get a little bit better of a window. Now, again, a lot of these throws are tight. They're in tight coverage because man coverage is considerably better than it's ever been, simply because corner routes are simply have been so good for so long. So where this play will struggle a hair is going to be man coverage. But again, I think that you're going to be okay. Now, the next thing I want to talk about just briefly as this video gets longer is that if your opponent is really heavily blitzing you, let's say that they're running... Let's say that they're running like a double slot corner blitz. We've seen a lot of players love to do this year. Let's say that they're, doing whatever. Let's say that they're just out here trying to like lurk the middle of the field, for instance. What you could do on this is really use that C route as a quick pass. What you could do is kind of, if you know that they have to guard something quick over the middle, that's going to allow you to do a number of things. The first of which is just, hike throw the C route. If you know that they're playing a tight end drag, boom, pop that throw right up the seam right there. A little quick pass, make a spin move back to the outside. You could end up scooting for a big score. Now, the other thing you could definitely do is going to depend on what type of coverage exactly they're playing. But if they're giving up their seam route defenders to, blitz or something like this, for instance. So let's show you, like, for instance, let's say they were doing something like this. Where they, they're blitzing off the edge. They think they're going to user this player in the middle, and then they're playing hard flats or whatever on the outside. Another thing you could do with this play is go ahead and motion your C route to the outside and snap it. So he's going to kind of re-release back over the middle, like so. You see right here, boom, it puts in that pocket. Now that was a low pass that didn't get caught. But you see that we're able to kind of use motion of that C route as well to find different areas of the field that players will typically blitz from. So, if they're giving up that hook curl defender and thinking that they're going to try to use their 2 or 3 options on the bunch side by themselves, this is where you're going to be able to really give them trouble, because you could just motion snap this to the outside, pop that throw. You see that we're able to pick up a huge game. Actually, this ends up being a touchdown here due to some poor tackling, but you see right there that it does have that ability as well. So don't necessarily just look at C routes as things that you have to throw deep. If your opponent is blitzing on this play, they're going to be able to, they're going to have to account for those things. So again, if they're using their flat defenders or their seam defenders to blitz, you better be cognizant of the fact that, those C routes can be thrown. Also, I mean, obviously you have quick throws to the outlet, that table route as well. So you see right here, I mean, what's to stop me from popping that throw in there for 6-7 yards? That was actually a terrible animation on that catch. But you see, like, if you know that they're not actually using a curl flat or a vertical hook on these plays, those C routes can be pretty dangerous for them, no matter what coverage shell they're blitzing out of. You'll notice it especially when they go to the hard flat style coverages and they're giving up their vertical hooks. And they just try to, use her in the middle of the field. If they were to play like a double contain blitz, for instance, like this, try to get this player in. If they're trying to play something more like this, they've got to cover the middle of the field with this user. That's going to be a challenge for them. I mean, they're going to have to give up, the vertical with a setup that looks like this. You've got a quick pass in the short seam area to Callaway, to Beckham. You've got the vertical off the line to Landry that they have to peel back and get. And then you also have Njoku posting up in the middle of the field, where if they don't use her that's a low ball. So you see right here, I mean, what's to stop me from throwing this route to Beckham right here and, picking up big yardage. So I just kind of wanted to show you guys in this video. This video got really long. I think it was 20 plus minutes. I just kind of wanted to show you guys, how a scheme goes together on playbook.gg. You start with a concept that beats whatever coverage, cover 2, cover 3, cover 4. Then you move on to, okay, how do I beat the man coverage as well? And then you move on to what are my quick pass options? These are all going to be things that we're going to be doing for you on playbook.gg. Guys, again, you'll get everything for $9.95 a month. All 6 of our game plans. Everything else is coming out very shortly as well soon. We're going to have all 32 teams of money plays uploaded on the site here shortly. And we also have the Buffalo K coin tip, the coin 101, a lot of market theory, filter theory for finding snipes, how to build a coin stack for you guys. We're trying to take care of you guys in all facets over here on playbook.gg. So we hope that we'll see you guys on the website. Until next time, this is Zan. Get in the lab and good luck. If you like this video, check out one of the videos on your screen right now. And for more in-depth analysis, visit www.playbook.gg for detailed game plans written by pro Madden players. Master the game with playbook.gg.